what we're going to talk about tonight is looking around your place, whether it's small or it's large, and start saying, hey, what are the things that there's a million lists on the internet for what you can put in your go bags and those kind of things. But it's the bigger pictures that a lot of people don't get, like water. Water is the hardest thing. Animals drink a lot of it. You got to be able to get it, you got to be able to pump it, and you got to be able to transport it. If you've got two animals, that's probably pretty easy. If you've got 50, it becomes a lot harder. And then, of course, heating and cooling, all the things that make us comfortable as human beings, and we like our air conditioning, we like our heating. Can you do those kind of things? Can you keep the water warm so that you can pump it if it's cold? Can you keep your equipment, the things that you may have? Some people have drugs and vaccines and medications and those kind of things. It all has to stay at a correct temperature. Can you do that? Maybe for small amounts, but do you also have backup to be able to have power to be able to run your refrigerator and your freezer? You're going to lose all your food? Those kind of things. And it's amazing, time and time again, all over the world, how many people have to learn that lesson the hard way. It's every single time here in Georgia that we have a hurricane coming, all of a sudden everybody runs to the box stores, Bunnings or Lowe's or Home Depot, and buys out all the generators. I'm like, why didn't you have one ahead of time? If you maintain it, it'll last you for 20 years. Anyway, and then of course, special things to be able to get out, like your trailers. What are your special vulnerabilities? Some people have special vulnerabilities. Do you have someone in your family that has mobility issues? Do you have somebody that has to be on oxygen all the time? Those kind of things can really change how we do disasters and when we actually leave. So, I'm just going to give you one example. I call it water math. We'll talk about trailer math later, but this is water math. According to the veterinarians at AAP here in the United States, they say the average idle horse needs 6 to 10 gallons of water daily to drink. And I'm thinking, you don't know my average idle horse. My average horse wastes about 5 to 10 gallons every day. They either poop in the bucket, they put their feet in it and splash it out, they soak their hay in it, they knock it over, they do all the dumb things, the horse things that horses do, right? But the thing is, if I'm trying to water horses for the next 2 weeks because we don't have power and I'm in a shelter in place situation, I need to be able to get water. And if I had 15 horses and it takes me 15 gallons per day for idle horses, that's about 225 gallons a day. But when you start adding that up over 2 weeks, that's going to be 1,000 gallons or more. And then you start going, hey, if I call the fire truck and say, hey, can you bring me some water? Which I'm in the volunteer fire service, we would probably help you once. We'd probably say, hey, we're going to go help. We've done all these other things, but we can come and bring you 1,000 gallons of water. Where are you going to put it? That's 10 of those 100-gallon tanks, or that's 200 of the 5-gallon buckets. And we're not going to stand there for 2 hours while you're pouring the water into the buckets. We want to pull up, dump the water, and go because we have other people to help in a disaster situation. So you got to think through those kind of things. That's just some of the basics that we got to think about for a shelter in place situation. And that's why I tell people sheltering in place is really hard to do unless you've really put a lot of effort into it. So what are you going to put it in, right? And are your resources going to be available? Obviously, for this person, all their trailers are getting ready to be pushed downstream by the river. That's a lot of trailers to lose. And once that happens, all the horses that you were going to move, plus if you were going to help your friends, is no longer going to be useful. So are your resources going to be available? Are your friends that are going to, quote, come pick you up? Y'all should know that I'm a big fan of have your own stuff because that whole thing about, oh, I'll come pick up your horses and move your horses. If it was my horses, I would move mine first and then I'll come help you. So how well do you think that's going to work? Have a horse trailer and have a truck of your own. Anyway, these situations tend to be really difficult. They're emotional, they're in the dark, they're under stress and duress that many people have never practiced for.